Welcome back to 23 Minute Reads with me, Maya D. This is kind of like my virtual book club because in these 5 minute or so videos, I share with you my takeaways from my current reading. Right now, that is The Dance Claimed Me. As a part of my 23 to 23 challenge, I'm reading 23 minutes per day, every day, as an action of self love, as an investment into myself, and as a way of providing myself with some consistency in an ever changing world. Hoping that you will join me along in this journey by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving some comments down there in that comment section so that there's an actual dialogue going on. Having in mind that while I have several decades of experience as an educator, a performer, and a curriculum writer, I'm not the know all be all for this book. I'm simply providing a space for dialogue. Well, this week I read pages 201 through the end. Let me get my notes so I can give you my three takeaways. Takeaway number one is casting. This area of the book describes Primus's intentional work on how her legacy would continue. She is uber specific about who can handle her choreography, even at one point opting for a male to perform one of her solos. In my own teaching experience, this idea of how to cast and who gets casted continues to come up. And one of the things that I've noticed in more present times is my students being hypersensitive to how they are casted and asking questions like, or questioning, um, do they have the right to play specific roles? And Pearl seems to, sorry, Dr. Primus, Mama Pearl Primus, Mama Dr. Pearl Primus, seems to take an approach of looking at the technique versus looking at the container, the body. Looking at the technique of the body that's performing rather than what that body looks like. Which I feel kind of harkens back to that Strange Fruit solo, in that when we evaluate the context of Strange Fruit, the person that we see dancing is, in fact, supposed to be a white woman that is reacting to the lynching of a black person and questioning how something this unjust could have happened, which takes me to takeaway number two, because Strange Fruit is very much a part of Dr. Primus's legacy. In reading this book, the impact that Dr. Primus had on dance education is so evident. But as someone who graduated from my undergraduate studies as a dance teacher, Dr. Pearl Primus did not come up in my dance education coursework. And I wonder why, and I wonder how that can be different in the future, which takes me to takeaway number three, which is charge. I feel this quote from Dr. Pearl Primus about the one of the last couple of sections of Strange Fruit speaks to that. And our takeaway is charge. So the quote reads, as you come up, it's not just flinging the arms up in the air when the run begins. It's almost as if you're gathering the consciousness of mankind. You're gathering up everything in order to make that last final pull down gesture that this injustice may never be repeated. So, how can I, in my own action, make sure that Dr. Pearl Primus's legacy is spoken about in relation to dance education? But also, how can I continue to be an arts activist, right? An artivist that uses my art to speak to the injustices that are going on, to how can I teach in a way that is inclusive and builds senses of belonging, right? So what can I do in my own action to make sure that these injustices are not repeated? But something that I will repeat is my gratitude that you stayed to the end of this video, that you watch these videos, that you're commenting down in those comment sections. And remember to like, remember to comment, remember to spread the word about this virtual book club. Stay blessed, spread a good word, And I'll see you again next week with a new book.